Hello and welcome back to the Blue Bindi podcast where we talk about finance, womanhood and everything in between. This August we are celebrating the incredible contribution of women to our economy and how financial independence fuels that impact. Joining me today is Maya Dastoor, an inspiring entrepreneur who runs a beautiful salon cum cafe in Juhu, Mumbai. She is here to share her journey of building her business, growing her wealth and why financial freedom became her biggest strength. Maya, welcome to the show.
Thank you, and I'm so happy to be here also, and I'm so happy that you guys are here at the salon to host the Blue Bindi show.
Thank you for having us here. So let's get started, Maya. You've built such an amazing salon plus cafe. How has your journey been like? And in your journey, what was that point that you realized that managing money, managing your finances was really, really important for you?
Okay, so the whole journey started actually 22 years ago.
Wow.
And at that time I had just been a single mom. So for me, building finance was very important because I knew it was just not me, but it was also my son, right?
Yeah, little one. Yeah.
Little one, yeah. So little one then,
Yeah.
not now. So yes, so for me to build finance for his education, for our holidays, for our savings, for everything that we need, right? Even shopping, buying a car. So yes, that was very much on my mind, that how I need to plan my money, how to make money.
Yes.
So yeah, so that's how it started. And of course, these things take time. It doesn't happen overnight, right?
Yeah.
Any business that you start, it's not like okay, चलो आज start किया तो कल से पैसे बनना चालू हो जाएगा.
नहीं होता ऐसा.
नहीं, ऐसे तो होता नहीं.
Correct.
So yes, it was over the years that I built my finances. तब मेरे पास तो घर भी नहीं था. So buying a house also was my priority.
Wow.
Right. So धीरे-धीरे करके
today
investments बराबर डाल के, and I was lucky that I had some great friends who helped me to and guide me to
that's
invest
even important.
and to put me onto someone who could invest the money for me that I was making in my business.
Yeah, that really helped you.
Yes, definitely it did.
Nice. Okay, moving forward, Maya, we've always heard that women are considered to be good savers. So they will save money. But how important it is for a woman in today's time to be financially independent?
Yes, definitely it's very important because times have changed today, right? Earlier, women would be at home just as homemakers and things were not so, I mean, the aspirations, the lifestyle was not that high, right? Today, the need is very different.
The expectations are more.
Right? So I think it's important for a woman to also go out, work and be independent, which means she can also, when she's financially independent, she can also bring back things that probably she wants to buy for her family, probably pamper herself with something, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's very important in that way for us, for women to be financially.
And I think if like the way you're running the show here, okay, there are a lot of, as you mentioned earlier, we were talking about it, that majority of females work here. So in a way, you're supporting them as well.
Yeah,
you
in
know,
a very small way.
But yes, you are.
Actually, yeah.
You are. So
Yeah.
in a way, you know, you are independent, and with that, you're helping people around to get to a
Absolutely.
level that, you know, even they can have those, they can fulfill those aspirations that they have in their life.
Absolutely, yeah. So for my team, like I mentioned earlier, right, is that there are more women working here, right? So yes, when they go back with that little extra, they can buy something for their children, probably save some for themselves.
True.
Right?
Yes.
And yeah, just take care of the family with that little extra that they make.
Yes.
And,
And don't depend for everything on somebody
Might
else.
be even paying school fees or
Yeah.
a tuition fees.
Yes.
Like I know one of my teammates, right? She's a young girl. She's got 2 small boys,
Yeah.
and I'm so proud of her because she leaves them in daycare.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She
Wow.
leaves both the kids in daycare, and this daycare woman actually runs it only for salon people.
Oh.
So on the weekend also the kids are in the daycare, and on Monday is her day off I mean,
So
kids,
yeah, the salons also. So that's how the moms can
And I'm
manage.
so proud of her because, but every time I see her, right, I'm like, wow.
I think these support systems, you know, whatever everybody is doing at their level, I think that's giving a push for women to actually step out.
Totally.
Otherwise, you will be like, you know, okay, now that I have a kid, it's my responsibility. I should. But now that you have that support around, I think you are able to move.
And I think it's so important for us women to help each other also, right?
Yes.
It's
Need
just
that
not
support.
But yes, you need that support. You need that push.
Yes.
So it's great.
Okay, Maya, tell me one thing from your lens, how women entrepreneurs or women earners, how are they contributing to the bigger picture? How are they shaping the economy?
Becoming an entrepreneur first was not in the picture, right? I didn't even know that I was capable of something like that. And I was working somewhere and I was very happy working there. Then I took a break from there. And then I had to come back. And for whatever reason, it didn't work out for me. And I had the baby also at that point of time. So I didn't know where to go, what to do. So I started working from home.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And I converted my balcony space into a small little with one cutting chair and a mirror.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So,
inspiring.
yes. Then eventually I bought my home and I converted my big bathroom into a salon. I put like a little chota AC in it also.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I had a backwash there. So if people came for like a bigger treatment, so I knew I had a backwash. I could wash their hair. And and I worked from home for like a year and a half.
Okay.
And I got more confident over there. I was like, okay, now I can take a little bigger jump.
Space, yes, and get a bigger space, move into
Yes.
a,
So in 2003, that's when I opened like a proper small salon with 3 teammates. And my sister was also involved in the business. She was partner with me.
Okay.
And at that time my son was much younger, so I got a lot of support from my sister of picking up from school, leaving work early, you know, things
Managing
like that.
in that
Thanks to her and my mom. And as time went by, that I had for like 2.5 years. Then I moved into a 750 square feet space.
Wow.
With
even bigger, better.
like 8 people then.
8 people staff,
So that's how it gradually kind of grew. So after I moved to Janki Kutir, and at that point of time, my mom used to take care of my son. And my mom fell unwell. Yeah, so then which means I was not very comfortable to leave him behind at home with staff and things like that.
Yeah.
So after he would come back from school at 3 o'clock, I would go back home and be with him. Now being with him was not that I had to be with him like all the time. So I had time at home in the evenings. And so I was also very passionate about food.
Oh, foodie, yes.
Totally.
Yes.
So that's when I started studying food, right, in the evening when I had time at home. And after a couple of years, I opened a cafe, a salon with a cafe.
Yes,
right?
you mentioned that.
Yes, a very small cafe. It was in Janki Kutir near Prithvi Theatre. Unfortunately, COVID came, so it kind of fizzled out. But yes, so now we are in this new space. We have a cafe in a small way. Like I said, I'm passionate about food, so yes, it's there. Now, coming back to your question, right? Like I mentioned about Reshma, right? So Reshma's kids go to a daycare, right? So I've employed Reshma. Reshma's kids are in the daycare. Who's a lady, who's a woman. So the daycare person, the lady, obviously is also taking a fee. Employment is happening from her end.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Again, she will hire a team, right?
Yes.
Which will take care of the kids, giving them food.
It's a chain effect.
Yeah,
it's a chain,
right?
So that's how I think everybody is able to come back and be part of the workforce because we have that kind of a support that's around.
Yeah.
One thing that you would want to tell our audience, for our women audience today, one thing that inspiration or something for them.
Yeah. So I would say, always go forward. Right? I know there are challenges. There are days that you will feel, oh my God, why me? Or
why is it happening to you?
ऐसे मत सोचो. Yes, just go forward, be positive, look at life with more openness, right? Learn, grow, and move forward is what I would say to everyone, to the young
Thank you.
generation, to everyone.
Thank you, Ma. Thanks a ton.
Thank
And
you.
it was a pleasure to be at the salon today. And I must tell you, it's a pretty beautiful place.
Oh, thank you, and I'm so happy all of you are here also.
Thank you so much. And to our listeners, don't let outdated ideas stop you. Every step you take towards financial independence matters. Until next time, keep listening to the Blue Bindi podcast. Thank you.